guys, welcome to Dide's Crafty Corner. Today we're going to be coloring this adorable image from Koala Crafts. This is from the So Fall release, and this is Acorn and Leaves. So I've speeded this up. We're just going to go ahead and color it, and I'm going to kind of talk through it here or there. I am using a new software for this, guys, and having a hard time with it, but you know, we're going to see how it goes. So right now all I'm doing is wishing I had put this in frame for you guys. Wow. But I'm using my Light E's, my E23s, 25, 27, and I want you to notice the little area, the little triangle areas in the acorn. One of the things I love about Jen's digital images is that she leaves the area where we're going to want a highlight. So as you can see, I've left this a little lighter. I'm going to go in at the end and make it even lighter, and then at the very, very, very end, before I actually upload this card, I'm going to be putting some glossy accents on the acorn itself as well to make it pop. So I'm going in with some of my favorite fall colors in yellow and in orange, so more of a you know, YR, in the YR families, the YR 15s, the YR 27s, and I'm using olive greens for that first leaf. For the second leaf, I'm really going to go out of the ball game here and try something that I don't normally do. I'm going to play around with all of those colors that I enjoy. My R14, my R24, my R17, YR16 apricot, YR68 orange maybe, a little bit of browns, and I'm just going to blend them all together. And what I think it's going to do is I think it's going to actually make it kind of look watercolored, if you will. So I'm just going to add all of these colors, and I'm going to let the Copics do the magic that I know the Copics do. And I'm going to give you a little hint on this, because as you see it come together, and I'll try to point it out to you when I see it, but as you see this start to come together, you're gonna sit there and go, oh no, she ruined it. Let me tell you, so did I. I sat there and went, oh gosh, what did I do? And I don't think it was right here. This is the R14, and my R14 is completely almost dry. And I've been using it like crazy lately. I've got to get a refill. I don't have the R15 refill, and yet it is one of my favorite Copics, so I'm going to have to do that. And right here you can see, I know you guys are sitting here going, whoa, what has she done? What has she done? But as I was looking back on some of my favorite fall leaves that I've gathered up in the mountains where my husband and I go, a lot of times they look just like this. They kind of spread out from the middle. They still kind of have the green from the leaf itself when it was green. And then it kind of goes out into this blotchy, spotchy mess of a middle, and then really bright colored reds or oranges on the outside. And that's exactly what I was trying to mimic here with my Copics. In the end, when you see the final picture, I think you're going to agree that it looks pretty good. Not bad at all. So now I'm going back in. I've decided to make my little green section a little bit different than the first leaf. I'm just going to make it a little bit darker to kind of go with the fact that this is a darker leaf, right? And I've got to kind of catch up as I'm talking to you guys because I don't know. Here's where I decided to go in with a darker red. So I went in with my R17, I believe. R17 or R27. I may show you the cap, I'm not sure. And then I decided that that wasn't enough, and I did go in with the R29, I believe. I'm looking at my table. Yeah, I went in with the R29. Just on the tips. Just enough to make it go, whoa, as a punch. And then I grab an orange marker, and I decided to, yeah, this is it. And so I believe that this is YR16 or 18. I think this one might be the 16. And then maybe I came in with the 18. Just to give it a little more depth I wanted to do. Now, in retrospect, I wish I had left just one section of the left-hand part of this leaf a little more yellow. And so when I redo this image, and I'm going to redo it, I'm going to do that. I think that that leaf would be awesome just the way it is if I had left just a little more yellow just to one side of it. As I'm looking at my leaves, I think that would have been fantastic. So now I'm just kind of cleaning up the image a little bit. I'm taking away a little bit of that light brown just to make it pop. And it does. Right there, you could leave this image alone. I'm not going to. I'm going to spruce it up a little bit. I'm going to add a little texture to the leaves with my colorless blender and my little nubby towel, and I'm just going to very gently take away a little bit of the color in spots. And then off camera, I don't think you guys will be able to see this, but also off camera I went in and I added more dimension by adding dots of the darker colors that you're going to see in the leaf, just to give it a little bit of pop as well. So on top of taking away a little color, giving it a little interest, at the end I'm going to add a little more with the dot technique that I like to use with so much of my cards that I do. Look at this, guys. Beautiful. You can see the dot technique right there. See it? It just adds so much to it. Now, like I said, off camera, I'm going to put some glossy accents on our little acorns. Right now, I'm using a little sentiment and the Misty. I've decided I want to curve it up a little bit. So I'm using the Misty to help me figure out where I'm going to want it to be. And then I'm going to use Versamark and my anti-static little ribbon. And look at my hair. Whoa. So for reference point, this is the day after the big hurricane. And you can see my hair is a hot mess. A hot mess. The power came back on sometime this morning, sometime before we got up this morning. And I decided that since my husband was deployed and I still didn't have the grandbabies until late afternoon today, when Mommy got deployed, I would go ahead and do one of these images for my week for the Koality team, Koality Crafts design team. So I've got it all I think. I'm not sure how far I went here. I really worked on this because I really wanted it to completely engulf the bottom section and be curved. I wanted to give it a little more interest and have it curved. Now, once I get it right, we're going to use Versamark, which is a clear ink, and I'm going to go ahead and use the Versamark and stamp it down. I'm going to do it a couple of times, and then I'm going to use my favorite embossing powder, which is the Liquid Platinum by Ranger. I love this color because it's a nice in-between gold silver color. So it's not quite as gold, but it's not silver. It really is a platinum color, and I think it pairs so well with anything fall. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Then I'm going to get out the old heat tool gun and get it all heated up, and then we're going to assemble this card. So like I said, guys, I'm using my computer to do this instead of my phone or my iPad, which is what I normally do. And although I purchased music, I can't for the life of me figure out how to get it on here. Or I was just going to do a music over kind of thing, which I'm going to start doing. But I'm revamping myself, if you will. I'm rebooting myself. And part of that reboot that I'm doing is going to be to give you guys better quality videos. I'm hoping. We'll see. And to do a little more editing and learn that part of this system. And so I figured what better way than when I'm doing these cards. By the way, I cut the image out with the Gina Marie Designs lacy rectangles. So that is not the largest, but the next one down of the lacy rectangles. And I love this. I love this die. I absolutely love it. I think it's very feminine. It gives a little bit of class to it. Super cute. All right. So the papers I'm using are for Doodlebug. I believe it's Doodlebug. It is. It's Doodlebug Fall Friends. So this is last year's release. And I don't know. I have something about plaids. I love a plaid on a card when you're doing an image like this. So I've gone ahead and done the brown background. I've added the piece, the little trim for the inside of the card with the same size of the Gina Marie Designs dies. And I'm going to add that right to the inside of my card. And now, when I get ready to send this card or to sell this card, because I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing yet with this particular card, the inside's done. And I can stamp a sentiment in there or print a sentiment to put in there or write a handwritten sentiment if I'm going to keep the card for myself. Now, a little bit of those dots didn't come out, so I'm using the Ranger pick to just pop them on out. And then I'm going to be attaching the image to some craft foam. This is just white craft foam. I get mine on Amazon. I will try to link it down below. And I just cut it to the size I need, a little bit smaller than, and I'm going to attach that to the back with some glue. You're going to see in a minute that I tried to use my tape runner. Again, this Scotch, my Scotch ATG tape runner has never been right, ever. It has never been right. It drives me insane. But I do try to use it here in a minute, and you'll see it doesn't work well for me. So I get 2 or 3 lines, right, and it works pretty good. And then the little yellow piece of paper starts coming out of it. And we're done. So I added some glue, which I'm telling you, my art glitter glue never fails me. We're going to get it added on to the front panel of the plaid paper from Doodlebugs, and isn't it pretty? I thought it really brought out the colors of my project. I really thought it did. So we're going to get it added on, and then we're going to put it on the front of the card, and that will complete this cute little image from Koala Crafts. And this is, I was trying to think of the number. I believe that this is my second showing for the week, because this is my design week. What you're looking at, this is my second day of my design week for this month. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you go on over to Koala Crafts and look up these images. There's nothing easier than printing them out the size you want, and you can make a bajillion cards that way. It is so easy and so much fun, and I love the whimsical style of Jen. So if you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. Please go over and show Jen some love, and don't forget to check out the other design team members' projects as well. I will have them listed below for the months of November and October, because they were both kind of entwined together there. I decided not to put any gems on it. I decided this card said enough. So I will see you guys in the next video. Like I said, head on over to the Koala Craft site. Check it out. She's got a lot of good stuff on there, but I especially love the digital images. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you soon. Bye.